Okay, YouTube has actually released the live program, and I'm actually trying to see if I can stream live. Now, this is off a 4G connection, and I hope that it is good. Anyways, the reason I wanted to create this video is, as you know, today GST is going to launch, and one thing that puzzles me is everything else that the Indian government is actually putting under GST. Petrol and diesel, it's not currently under GST. Now, currently what is going on with the petrol and diesel scenario, I'll try to tell you. The excise duty is 23%, and after that there is VAT for 34%. So the total tax is 57%. According to the research that I have done, this is the highest tax ever for petrol and diesel. For gasoline, this is the highest ever tax. And this is not just across the globe, there is no other country that levies so much tax. So it's nearly 57, it's actually 57%, and 57% is the tax. So think about it for a moment. If suppose it was 100 rupees, or your if it is 150, if it is 57, then you're actually paying that much extra. So it doesn't make any sense. Now, since GST has been levied across India right now, and many of the industries are actually falling under GST right now, there is only going to be about 28% of tax for petrol and diesel. So there is only going to be 28% for petrol and diesel, the tax. So it would actually halve the price of petrol and diesel. So this is something that is puzzling me, why this would be. This is the only commodity that is exempt from GST right now, and this is something that is really useful for every person. Almost every person has a car or a bike or some mode of transportation that they use, and petrol and diesel is actually essential. Oh, finally, I have one viewer. Hello, I'm testing the live YouTube live from the app itself on the phone, and I'm trying to see if it is good on a 3G and 4G connection. So anyways, the thing that I wanted to talk about today is why petrol and diesel is not under GST. And if it was under GST, it would actually halve the price. That is, about 50% of the price of petrol and diesel would be falling immediately if it was under GST. So that's the topic I wanted to discuss today. So anyways, so if you have not heard the previous, the argument that I was putting forth, there is 23% of state tax, and then there is VAT of 34%, and that's how the total tax on petrol and diesel is 57%. This is the highest for any other country. There is no other country on the planet that levies so much tax on such an essential item like petrol and diesel. So if it was under GST, the tax would be 28%. 28% would be the tax for petrol and diesel, and if that is bought into power, then what's going to happen is you are going to see a price drop in petrol and diesel for about 50% or more. So at the bare minimum it would be 50%. It could be more, even more than 50%. The price could drop. Today I think the petrol price is about 76 or odd rupees. So tomorrow, if it was bought under GST, automatically the price would be somewhere in the 40s or 35. So that's a huge difference. I'm actually checking the YouTube live app also. I think it is working good. You are able to hear me okay, I'm hoping, because I don't have any feedback. Generally what we do is I record in my studio. This is actually my study room, and there's some work going on here, and that's why you're seeing a lot of wires and a lot of mess. But this is actually my study room. Oh, thank you, Shamim. I wasn't sure if this has been rolled out to all YouTubers. I think all of them, or I think some of them. I got a notification a day ago, and I wanted to try out the YouTube Live app. So I think there is no better topic to discuss than this topic, that is GST. Of course, it would help if I had more subscribers maybe, and that way you would have more live people coming in. And I think the timing is a bit off. I think most of the people might be getting into bed, or they might be getting ready for bed. But this is just a trial, so I'm just seeing how it goes. So right now, what I wanted to ask is there something that someone can suggest? If you have any suggestions to get this information to the government, to get the government to put petrol and diesel under GST, what would you suggest? How would you suggest that we do that? If you have any brilliant ideas, why not put it in the comments below, and maybe we can figure out how to get the suggestion across to the government. I'm thinking of starting a petition on there are various websites that let you make petitions to the government. So maybe we can start something on there, or maybe some other way. Maybe you have some other brilliant ideas where we can actually get this information to the government, because there are a lot of WhatsApp groups who are trying to do the same. They are also are interested in this, but I don't know any other. Do you have any other way to get this information across? It's still a mystery why they have uh, exempted this from GST. So I tried to look for information. In fact, I met with someone who wants to be anonymous, but I met with someone from a political party today discussing about it in general, and even they don't know why petrol and diesel, which is a commodity, is exempt from the GST. So that doesn't make any sense. Even if someone in the power doesn't know about it, then there is something there. There is total confusion. Even I run industry, so I know about it. My CA, my people who handle my finances, even they are confused about the entire implementation of GST. So maybe this has not been thought through, or I don't know what differentiation are they using. So if you have any suggestions for that, I'm sure you will be watching this at a later time. So if you have any suggestions for that, you can just uh, comment below, and we can actually try to see how we can get this information to the government. Maybe it's a small idea could actually go a long way. So if you have any suggestions for that, please do put them in the comments below. And I'll actually go ahead, and it's about 10 minutes. I think I'll end the I'm treating this kind of like a video call, and I'll end this about 10 minutes, and let's see how it goes. this was the first experiment that I'm doing with YouTube Live. So if you have any comments or suggestions about the channel, leave them in the comments below. And like, share, subscribe. This has been Jamie for TopEvt. I'll see you in the next video.